Okay, our time is almost up, so I'm just going to stop the timer. And let me explain to you why we have it at 450 for half an hour. I'm sorry. And I believe I told you 30 minutes. Look at how brown this skin is. Instead of that skin steaming, it's rendered some of its fat, and it got all the juices flowing in that bird. And now we're going to turn the heat back to 350 degrees. And I'm going to roast this until the juices run clear in the thickest part of the meat. And I'll go ahead and I'll take the internal temperature with the meat thermometer. Anything over 160 is perfect. Then we're gonna let the meat rest for a half an hour, and then I'll show you how we carve it. So, all we have to do now is sit and wait and go do something else. So I'll be back when this is ready.
Like NASCAR.
Oh, Rick says we're gonna go watch NASCAR, but really, we're gonna go put up our Christmas tree. Okay, I'll see you in a little while. That turkey's been in the oven about an hour and 45 minutes, and I just wanted to show you. I never turned this burner on. I accidentally turned the front one on because I'm stupid that way. And you can see that this stock is turning out to be actually beautiful. See, that's all you have to do. While your turkey's cooking, you can make turkey stock for gravy. All you've got in here is that turkey neck. And it's going to flavor, and it's going to bring all of that good turkey flavor in there. And these vegetables are rendering all of their flavorful goodness. Just leave it there. Keep it on low all day long. It won't matter. I keep the lid on it. And the one other thing I am going to do is I'm going to pull this bird out for just a minute. Look at that. It is not cooked all the way through yet, so don't pick at it. I'm going to give it a little baste. I did a little bit earlier go in there and throw some more water in the bottom of the pan. And don't be afraid to do that. Check it periodically and make sure that you've got enough water in the bottom of that pan.
Do you want to look at the leaves?
And you can see now those sage leaves are peeking through, and that skin is beautiful and crispy. Oh, look at that. And I popped, like I said, I popped for this organic bird. I normally have only ever purchased regular turkeys, and I've enjoyed them. This year, because I was buying this small bird, I went ahead and bought this organic one, and we're going to see how we like it. I figure wherever you can get something organic, you should at least try. And what I'm going to do while I have you here is I'm going to find my meat thermometer, and it's not in there. And I'm going to take its internal temperature right now just to see where we're at with that. Sissy, get down. You'll have to excuse her. And of course I can't, oh, here it is. All right. I have a couple meat thermometers, but this is the one I really turn to. I have one that you can, with a probe that you can put in there. Let's take its temperature. We're going to go all the way to the bone. We're going to see what that says. It is not done yet. It's probably going to top out around 120. Now remember, this looks done, it's not done. Okay? We're putting it back in the oven. It's still set at 350. It needs to still have its nice little warm nap for at least another hour. We'll come back in another hour and we'll check it again, and we'll do its internal temperature, and we'll see where we are then. So until then, go have something fun to do. Okay, another hour has gone by, and look at this bird and its beautiful mahogany skin. Look at that. Now, Let's test the temperature here. Okay, this bird is done. Now we're going to tent it with aluminum foil and we're going to let it sit for half an hour. Don't cut into it. Just tent it with some foil. And I'll show you. Just kind of cover him up. So that he can rest and all of his juices can get dispersed properly and they're not going to all come out when you get ready to carve this bad boy. Alright. Just let him sit and we'll be back when it's time to cut into him. This is the strained stock that's been warming all day and it is positively gorgeous. Look at the color on that. And you didn't have to do anything. You were already cutting up the vegetables to stuff inside, the aromatics for the turkey. Just mixed with the turkey neck. And we threw the giblets in there, and we just put it on and simmered it all day. And this is what it turned out like. I strained it, and I just poured it back into the pot. And it is gorgeous, and I'm going to use that to make my gravy. And here is our bird. It is rested. It is ready to go. And we're going to carve it up here. Now, if you're not familiar with how to carve a turkey, I'm going to show you. I just cut through that little flap of skin that's holding the legs together. You want to take your legs off first, so take your knife. Make sure you have a nice sharp knife. And at this point, your turkey should be very easy to cut apart. And I'm going to put my... There we go. We're going to cut through here. And there's a joint in here that joins the leg to the thigh. And if you find that, you should be able to cut right through it. There it is. And it's going to be a tough one for me, so. Come on. There we go. If, first you don't succeed, just pull on it. So let me go. I'm going to take the thighs off and then I'm going to come back and show you how to deal with the white meat. I'm now back. I had to show the turkey who was boss. And I have removed the thigh, the legs, and the wing portions, which I attached some of the breast meat to. Oh, pardon me, I have the water running. Now most people are inclined, they want to slice the breast meat like this. This is not the best way, in my opinion, to do it. The best way is to come down this breastbone with your knife. And if you see here, you can come in, that tenderloin is in there as well. And that will come away. I'm just going to grab a paper towel so I can grab it with my hand because it's really still a little bit hot. Okay. Come in with your knife and gently come all the way down. Like so. I'm just going to set that aside while I do the other one. Now, I personally enjoy leaving a lot of meat on my carcass because then when I make my soup in a couple of weeks, then I will have a lot of meat falling off of the bone into my soup. And that's the best part. And that also flavors your soup really well. It just comes right off like that. And you put that right there. Alright, now, cook's treat.
And cameraman.
And cameramans. Let's take your white meat. I'm going to take the skin off of it. I'm just going to set it aside. The best way to deal with your white meat, in my opinion, You've taken your breast off, and this is how you slice it, in nice thin pieces. You'll actually get more meat this way than you would the other way, and you have more uniform pieces, and they're easier to deal with, and they're not ginormous and half the size of the plate. So when you do it this way, then you can arrange all of your pieces on a platter with the sliced breast meat in the middle, the legs at one end, and the thighs at the other, and it will be a beautiful presentation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just go ahead and slice this other piece of white meat. I'm going to finish up all of the sides that we're going to have with our dinner tonight, all of which I have done in the past. We're going to have stuffing, mashed potatoes and gravy, and a vegetable. And I'm going to come right back and fix you a plate because I know you're hungry and it's Thanksgiving. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and you hear my washing machine in the background, sorry. I did want to just mention real quick before I show you your plate that after I cleaned up the pan, well, when I took the carcass and froze it, I removed all the herbs from the bottom of the pan, and there were fabulous drippings below the rack. So I strained them into a measuring cup. I let them sit for about 10 minutes. I took the fat layer off the top, and then I poured it into the stock pot. And this has made the most delicious, rich turkey stock you will ever have. I have made my gravy out of this, and I have about a quart left here. So I'm going to save that over for later. And then here you are. I didn't know if you liked white or dark meat, so I put both on the plate. Mashed potatoes, stuffing, a little corn. I have some cranberry sauce on the side for anybody who'd like some. And that, my friends, is how easy it is to roast a turkey on your own. If you haven't done it before, please don't be intimidated. Give it a try. Start small and work your way up. I hope you try this, and I hope you enjoy it. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to all my YouTube viewers for allowing me to have the great success that I've had with this channel, and also to so many people that I have made friends with over the internet in this very community. I really appreciate everything, all the feedback, the friendship, the personal messages, everything that you have said and done. I just want to say thank you. And I want to wish you and your family a great Thanksgiving holiday and a great weekend. And I hope you try this, and I hope you enjoy it. And until next time, I'll see you.